Hey you guys, happy Saturday. I figured I'd got here a little early. I'd come on a few minutes early. I also got off at the Civic Center stop. I figured it would be more, I don't know, fun visually to walk over to the train station instead of coming up from the belly of it. So welcome. Thanks for joining us. I want to do a quick thank you to my members. Got a couple new ones there. Let's go. Let's start walking. I just have to pick up my sitting cloth. Hey Joe, good morning. Nice to hear from you again. LA Unknown, how's it going? So we're going over to Union Station. We're starting off, I figured here, take the scenic route. Whoop, here we go. Already fun stuff. New gimbal, not balanced. Woo! Live. Alright. Hang tight for 1 second. It said it wasn't balanced. Huh? I think there we go. I also plugged it in, so maybe the cord did some weird thing. It... Alright. Hey, Walter Leyden. Hello. Welcome. So far, a little wiggle. All right, let's walk now. So, beautiful city hall down here. Let's walk towards that and then take a left, maybe. I just I'm gonna try to avoid catching anybody. Taking a nap in the park today. It's a great day. I found a really shady spot at the top of the park. Honestly, I could have taken a nap. I'm not that tired, but it'd be a great spot to take a nap. Not really sure what those pink chairs are doing there like that, but maybe they're here to watch Walking in LA live, like in person. This park is a really beautiful kind of space. Hey, mountain bike! I came on a little early. I got here a little early. And literally, like, tried to tweak the camera settings so we could get the best blue sky match. I think I did a good job, and white balance, so everything doesn't look super washed out. When I was using the iPhone 14, my trusty 14, which I'm gonna get a replacement. I just smashed it. You didn't have to tweak the camera that much because right? Well, we are right down the street from Pershing Square. We're gonna walk over to Union Station. We have done a couple members only GTA live streams, and also we did a live stream of LA Noire where we solved one bloody case, but we mostly went to all the hot spots that we go to normally. Will, great to see you here today. Hope you're feeling a little better. We've got a couple of Dutch people in the house today. Go Netherlands. How are you feeling today, Will? Happy Saturday, Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. On top of that deck. So, you know the building at 7th and Metro? I think it's Korean Air building. It looks like the Korean Air logo on the top of it. You can go to that deck. I've been trying to convince myself to do that because I think it would make really great content. Excuse me. I just would be concerned about doing it live. Woo, City Hall. So there is a protest in Los Angeles today. I think it's at MacArthur Park, which is kind of that way. See where 1 Wilshire is? You can barely see it. MacArthur Park is up the street from that. Maybe a mile. You know, there was a really lovely guy, and I am terrible with names if I don't repeat them constantly, obviously. So, he actually worked at the townhouse and took us in, and the signal was okay in the elevator. I thought the townhouse signal would be terrible because the building is so thick and old. But it worked. I'm not too afraid of elevators. But I would actually kind of like to do that. Osgay! We are going to Olvera Street. Oh, I really wish Joe had come, so I'm still going to try to get some kind of Olvera Street treat. It's not going to be soft serve. They do have a lady with the best soft serve down there, though. I gotta tell ya. So, we're gonna go the boring side and walk the shady side of the street for a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a left on Main instead of Los Angeles, which is below that. And you can kind of see some of the older Olvera Street area buildings right over there. We're not going to walk through it immediately because we're going to go to Union Station first and check out the train show before that gets too busy. So for the past couple days, because I love to talk about it on the stream, and I know you're all streamers too, so it's super fascinating and interesting to you, I have been using solely AT&T with a couple T-Mobile bumps for a hot spot, and it's actually, now that I've figured out all the tricks of the iPhone, I kind of love it. Ms. Evil Glenn, happy Saturday. And then I am probably going to stop using Prism at some point in the next 6 months. I think I've learned a valuable lesson in the past couple months, is that you probably should learn the technology inside out before you switch. So I think we're good for iPhone 16. I think I'll wait a couple years for the 17. You know what's really crazy? This morning on YouTube, of course, you know, I kind of watch YouTube as my news, which is, you know, it could be good or bad because I just get fed the stuff that I like, but I also do get some stuff I don't like. So this morning on YouTube, I clicked into our account, and then the first live story was President Barack Obama under arrest. And then I was like, what? You know, I kind of had like a crazy sort of visceral reaction to hear about an American president being under arrest. But also Barack Obama, of all presidents. I know he's controversial, but I've been just so surprised by, and then like I clicked on it, of course, clickbait, and it was Kelsey. I cannot talk today. It was Chelsea Handler. It was Tulsi Gabbard. See what happens with names that are slightly altered from what I expect them to be. It was Tulsi Gabbard. I'm only talking about this because we're in front of the federal United States courthouse. Tulsi Gabbard from a couple months ago when they were talking about all the stuff he did to support Hillary Clinton. Anyway, it was totally clickbait. Well, that was the point of it, was that it was actually clickbait. But for a few minutes I was just like, I had like kind of almost a visceral reaction to like, what fresh hell is this, to quote Sylvia Plath. Or maybe misquote Sylvia Plath. Woo! Yes! Osgay, happy birthday. We've got more than fireworks for you. Hang tight. Let me get to my... Everybody, fireworks. It's Osgay's birthday, one of our fantastic members. Coming to us live from Turkey. All right, I have another fun sticker. It's your birthday, Juicy. That's not the one I wanted. I need like a happy birthday sticker. I'm surprised there isn't one. Anyway, happy birthday. We are happy for you. Claps all around. It's Osgay's birthday. Happy, happy birthday. That's our birthday song. That's the way I can't get a copyright. Happy, happy birthday. It sounds sort of South Parky. It actually does sound like a South Park song about Kyle's mom. I really hate show tunes, but I kind of like the ridiculousness of a show tune, and I feel like every time I make up a song, it's like a show tune or a 50s kind of sounding song. Hey, Ricky! We are celebrating Osgay's birthday here on the stream. Fuck. Wow, I drank a full water before coming here. So I don't know what that fella's screaming, and I looked. I always do. So imagine living in Los Angeles. I really love Los Angeles, by the way. You just got to work around this kind of shit. But imagine living in Los Angeles. You wanted to go to perhaps the mountains today to escape the heat. Or we're looking at north, which is almost at a standstill. This really actually doesn't look too bad because there's space between the cars. Or south. I'm sure anybody who lives here could attest to that being not so bad for the freeway, as the people are actually moving. Hey, Lark Bark. It is a little hot, a little muggy, but absolutely beautiful so far. Okay, so I don't know if Cecilia's here. I hope to see her today, although, it's the weekend. I hope it's beautiful where they are. Hey, Dudley. Sorry, I got a text message. But we've been totally, really looking for Dios de los Muertos stuff to do for us that, will be streamer friendly, not break our bank, of course. And there are 9 days of events down here at Olvera Street. So we are definitely going to attend at least 3 of those. We'll also be going to Burbank, where people decorate their houses like movie sets. I went there last year. Well, if you lived in LA and wanted to get to Palmdale, it takes way longer than it should. I've driven through Palmdale a few times, because we go to the Central Valley often. So the next time we go downtown, we'll go in the Bradbury building. It's crazy because they encourage people to go in there, and I didn't realize that. I think it was a stream with BD where he was like, go in there, and I actually did go in there, and they were so nice. I didn't realize they encouraged it. I don't really know much about Palmdale, but I imagine it like cities sort of around Palm Springs. Maybe it's the word palm. Historical, not so fun fact. Well, that person went through the red light because they just couldn't wait to get to the freeway. Anyway. So we can definitely go in. We might even be able to ride an elevator. So this is our gorgeous Union Station. I just really love Union Station. I spent a lot of time here when I first moved here. Maybe the first couple months, because I had lived in the Inland Empire. And I would have to wait for my commuter train from here. I feel like Palmdale's an old-fashioned city. Like Rialto and Fontana. Like it has an old-fashioned downtown, and then it kind of had some, and I could be totally wrong, and then it had some kind of a growth of new houses. I really don't know much about Palmdale. Thanks. It's for your birthday, Ozge. We have a special filter. So I'm totally excited. The last time we came down here, we weren't allowed to walk in this little courtyard, which is gorgeous, and open. I hope they don't inspect my body and make me give up my selfie stick. If so, we're just gonna walk quickly through here, and we'll see what we can. I'm standing here. I might not need to. I probably should push this button. So we're on Alameda Street. We never go that way, but perhaps sometime we should. So, historical fact, this was originally where Chinatown is. I feel like it's, like, that's the vibe I got from Fontana. I lived in Fontana for like 3 months when I first moved here. I got an apartment pretty quickly. I just moved from Boston and I was like, oh, 50 miles. That's about the distance I grew up from Boston. So I was like, an hour to get to work, hour and a half, not so bad. Like 4-hour commute. The only thing that would make me a little leery about Palmdale is the heat. I think it's a lot hotter there. Exactly, Funtucky. I gained like 10 pounds because there was like a Jack in the Box on every corner. I could not believe how many different fast food restaurants you had in California when I first moved here. I'm a fast food junkie, right? Hey, JC Loop. Thank you guys for being here. If it's your first time here and you're just sitting back, that's cool. Maybe give us a like, subscribe, chat, or one of those hype things that we keep hearing about. All right. Let's get rid of that. Whoops. So I got a box to send my gimbal back, my Hohem M7. It'll be going back tomorrow. Monday, actually. I can take a trip to the post office to see Anna, my favorite postal worker at the Wilcox Street post office. So friendly and really helpful, that's no joke. I always fill out the survey. I recently I didn't have to, but I sent a package to the Netherlands, and she was really thorough about explaining to me the pitfalls that waited for the person on the other end, which actually didn't come to fruition. All right, here we are. It's your railway jam. I hope I can get one of the... Hey, Dudley Buchanan, thank you so much. Woo, chili peppers. I don't know where that came from, but hot. Thank you so much, Dudley. We really appreciate that. I don't know. I didn't mean to hit that. Thank you so much, Dudley. Here we go, instead of hot chili peppers. But I kind of like those too. Woo! Thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna hop in this car and then immediately get kicked out of the Railway Express. I'm also like hogging it up. It's almost as exciting as the Helms Bakery truck. I've never gone to Phillips. Sorry, I had to get back up to that. I've never gone to Phillips. I forgot what the charity is that we usually get our Christmas tree from. Oh, it's called Home Depot. But I used to get a Christmas tree, I think on Melrose at an old gas station. One day we saw one of the Star Trek people there. Right. So, this is like one of the old waiting parks. I guess you would wait here for your train. It looks like they busted old waiting. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. Or maybe happy that you had seen someone. I'm not sure what these high-speed rail, student leadership and transportation. I used to, it's weird when you see somebody that looks like somebody who has passed. I've had that experience a few times, like with my father. Okay, this is a bunch of booths and a truck. Let's go inside to Union Station. But I really want to see sorry, little network connection. Hey Dudley, we mostly do Southern California, but I think that we would like to go to Catalina Island, which is not Santa Barbara. We would love to do Santa Barbara and probably the desert. But we love Santa Barbara. I always thought that Santa Barbara would be like the place you'd go if you didn't want to do anything on your vacation. And it's kind of that way, but in a great way. Santa Barbara is a place where I would get an expensive hotel. Oh wow, the restaurant is open. So I have posted pictures of this that we took peeping through the window, completely empty. This is just a diner. Really and beautifully air conditioned. I loved building the model train station when I was a kid. Look, it's a Lego tree house. But I'm way more into it, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, you're right.
Excuse me. Stand here for 1 second and look at the model trains. Oh my god, should I get a hat? I almost wore a hat. You can get a Union Station hat with your name on it. Alright, the VIP lounge. The bar in The Shining. Look at that. Secluded rendezvous at Union Station. I wish they would let us go up these stairs. Well, she's going to use the ladies' powder room. We'll just follow these people around. They'll do all the daring do's I don't dare to. You know, it's sort of very California. I can't believe they let people sit up here because, you know, we can't have very many nice things, but they do. I would pay extra for a grilled cheese from that diner. Okay. We're gonna go back out and walk into the front of Union Station. Where's the hallway? It's got a little of that Spanish tile, but it also somehow has got, it gives me like a unique like California vibe. Sort of craftsman-esque. So we walk through Union Station pretty often, but we never get to go to this part. Wow, thank you so much. So, the information booth. Welcome to Trainfest. Right. Also, this was Demi Moore's bedroom in the Charlie's Angels movie that she was in. Also, I feel like this was in Kid and Play's movie House Party. I think that was their movie. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna check out these train sets. The connection is lovely in here till we get to the tunnels. And this guy's got the right idea. Ooh, we might have an inn here. Let's do a. Those really are quite amazing. We definitely want to take our turn. Hey, the mighty bull. This one with the cloud is kind of incredible. Whoops. That guy was very gracious about the kid touching the train. I used to love making dioramas. Let's see if we can nix these people out. The cloud with the lightning is amazing. Oh my gosh, Ozge, thank you. Happy birthday, and thank you. This looks like dry country. We better watch out for the fireworks. Alright. Whoa, sorry. I'm gonna back out and let somebody else have an opportunity.
Can I interest one of you
Ooh.
in a 30 to 50 cents workout?
Thank you so much. Thank you, new members. Thank you, Ozge. I really appreciate that. Oh. Oh, this one's not really that fun. I don't know if that's a statement on the environment. That is so awesome. Right? That's what I said. I really just love tiny things also. I just hate dusting. I kind of hope it's a statement on the environment. So I've taken out my drone, and we are now in Northern California. Check out this awesome bridge. All right. We love these tiny, 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 tiny. This is pretty cool. You know, I'm also walking counterclockwise.
Bring your camera over here. When the train comes through, put it. See what you can see in there.
And
You may have to. Coming right now. Lift to the left a little. To the left. That's your other left.
it's on a delay. And who knows? That is pretty cool. We're seeing this train go through in a little peekaboo window.
I think it's already gone.
But it's already gone now. I love it.
But the street lights there, so it lights up the train as it comes by.
It's pretty awesome. I really love the work. All right. We are now in the Inland Empire.
See, I'd like to have like something like mountains and tunnels.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you're saying.
Oh, that's pretty cool stuff. And here we go. I'm really not trying to be in anyone's way. Let's see where it...
A big boy and a challenger.
I hope Caseppi's not thinking that I'm trying to steal his train thunder. Pretty awesome. I'm sorry. I also don't want to deny anybody the pleasure of seeing any of these.
You look at a picture or a video and you go, you can't tell how small it is, but that in the picture gives you some rough.
There used to be at the Bedford Mall where I grew up, like dollhouse shows. And I really, really, really just thought they were the coolest. Here, I'm trying to like... Let's see if we...
It's just a temporary thing. So it's not
Club out of this guy's basement.
like that. But LA has an expectation.
Let's give a shout out to our Steve Fry from Venice, California. One of my favorite features is the water. Bedford Mall. I did. That was our mall growing up. I want to see if we can see more. I like how they put little step ladders up for people. Oh, here's a good spot. I also would love to build little things for cars. And we got this guy. Oh, they stopped the train. Right? I love the ticket room. We're gonna look at the ticket room. Can you imagine like having this be your office that you had to go to every day? I'm sure it was terrible. Blah blah blah, olden days, overworked, underpaid kind of stuff, but I love Union Station too. And I also love 7-Eleven. That 7-Eleven is so close to the train tracks though. I hope this guy sends a train. Go ahead.
Next track. Okay.
Push it back. Push it back.
Uh-oh. Hey, BD. Welcome, welcome.
I got power. Have I shorted out anywhere?
Uh-oh. We are in Lancaster today. I don't think they should let people touch their trains. That's just my opinion. Trainfest. All right, we're gonna walk through the station. I think there's a couple of antique train cars. Oh, I really want to see this little city though. It's the most popular one. Everyone loves a tiny city, right? That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna zoom back out.
I'm gonna look at it right now, but I want to get the stamp. Is this where you did?
And then let's check out the train festival directory. I might lose you guys in the passageway from the old station to the new station. Okay, so railroad equipment, tours, and displays, track number 9. All right. Living with coyotes. You see coyotes walking down the street all the time. It's just like in E.T. And then there's our famous P-22. And then just the ceiling. I live in a, in not even in the hills of Hollywood, and we have coyotes all the time. I've seen coyotes over by Vermont Avenue in Santa Monica. I've seen them below Santa Monica. So this must be free music. Or performance. Let's check out the performance. Also, it smells delicious like French fries. But I'm trying to be polite and let these people in. Go out. I worry about my dog also. I feel like we have terrible raccoons and skunks. This is a really lovely waiting area. I used to sit here and chain smoke cigarettes. We're going to track number 9. We have skunks, raccoons, and coyotes. I've never seen a mountain lion, but I have seen one in Griffith Park. It's a great place to wander. Parts of it are certainly, outdated by necessity, I guess, of us not needing to travel this way anymore. I super hope that track 9 is one of the closest ones. I was thinking about, okay, that's a line to go on track 9. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe we might check it out after. It definitely is bustling down here today. We see a lot of skunks. I think we see skunks the most. Skunks, the level of fright, skunks are the least frightening, although they will come after you. Coyotes, number 1. Raccoons are also really vicious, number 2. Number 3, skunks. I never worry about squirrels. Oh, rattlesnakes, but I don't really see those that often. I think I've seen 3 rattlesnakes here, but one was in the desert. 2 were in the desert. George Berger, happy Saturday. There you go. The pleasure of train travel. It's definitely kind of crazy because I was here when we had cell phones, and I just don't remember sitting here. Well, it was like 2000, early's 2000, so we didn't use our cell phones the same way. It was definitely not a smartphone. Miniature trains, that was pretty cool actually. It's going on for 2 days, so if you live in the LA area and wanted to see those really old-fashioned-y trains and don't mind waiting in a long line, I will come down today. I think it goes on till 4 o'clock. Trainfest. Woo! You can get your stripy train hat also with your name embroidered on it for if it's your birthday, even like it is Osgays. Do you think Sieto Lindo at Olvera Street is open? I'm gonna, unfortunately, Joe probably doesn't want to hear this, but I'm gonna get taquitos. So there are 2 little Mexican booth restaurants at the end there, and one of them is that, and it's open. I should have crossed over there. And we got a walkie. So Union Station sits on the OG Chinatown. Which was like here and here, and there is a Chinese museum over there, Chinese American Museum. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I think I'm pretty sure it's free. I love taquitos. There's something that I never had till I lived in Los Angeles. I never knew they existed. And I think I got them at Cactus number something on Vine for the first time. Hey, Mary. Hey, you guys. Welcome. It's a little bright. I can't see everybody's name. But also, you guys, it's Osgay's birthday today, so let's wish him a happy birthday one more time with some 80s looking stuff. I think, let's turn the 80s looking stuff off. Or I'm going to leave it on for the rest of the time. Alright. This happened to me every once in a while. Alright. Taquitos for Osgay. I don't have a walk signal, so I don't know what is going on. I feel like the second I decide to book it and run across the street. Happy birthday, Osgay. I forgot my tune I made up. Woo! Alright. Welcome to the birthplace of Los Angeles. Olvera Street, Calle Olvera. They do offer free tours, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. I think maybe I should come on one and tag along. I don't want to follow the Toro workmen. This is exactly the cradle of Los Angeles. Although this gazebo isn't particularly historic. But how lovely. Don't you wish every city should have a place where people can go and dance and jam out to music? I don't want to walk through them and ruin the flow. Taquitos with the green salsa. Oh wow, Mary, thank you so much. Oh my god, that's really cool. Thanks for letting us know that. They have 9 days of Dios de los Muertes here, so we're gonna be definitely partaking in some of that. I was kind of looking forward to the Long Beach Dios de los Muertes parade and event because it's huge, or it was pretty big and free, but they had canceled that.
We ate something here once.
Also, Museum of Social Justice is totally free. Women of the Black Panther Party. This is just, I'm gonna sneeze, that's why I didn't start walking in there. It's a tight quota. Of course I squeezed. I sneezed in the direction of the microphone, sorry. Gadonka. Gadonka. There we go. I was waiting for the second one. And the church is actually, I always think it's like 1700s or something. But seriously, it's 1925. Hey, thank you guys so much. Danke. Thank you for the blessings. Tack så mycket. I always think if it's, I'm not, this is no lie right now, but this place has really cheap and good soft serve. And I feel like the lady has been owning it and working in it since like the 80s. She's really sweet.
Yeah, and there's that. Yeah, there's that.
I want to get in the shade. Oh, they've got tons of postcards here. I would have got it. I always feel like spell check, or whatever it's called, cannot get foreign languages, ever. And I'm always texting in foreign languages, but, you know. I really wish these were real. I kind of love the smell of carnations. It's a little goth here. And my big tip that I love to share with you guys often, as a person who's often frustrated by texting, is if you just talk into the phone with that accent, like Southern accent, or I use Irish accent sometimes, or Scottish accent, it always understands me. Also, I just don't look when I text. I love marigolds. Someone's got the bass going on. Oh. Sorry, getting a call. The marionettes, which you were not allowed to touch, are only $7.95. Like, what kid wouldn't want one of those? Maybe one born after 1985. Hey Siri, call Joseph. And she gets it right. We have a pretty good connection, but we have dipped to 28 frames per second. Hey, DC. Hey, y'all. Welcome. I don't usually say y'all. If it's your first time here, feel free to like and subscribe. I love all the little knickknacks and things. More peppers. And what do we say to peppers? Yes. Actually, the clay crockery is really inexpensive. You just have to season it and you can use it over and over again. I always wanted a marionette specifically as a kid. And my mother would never get me one. Hey, Kit. Welcome, welcome. You'll just mess up the strings. There was I feel like there was a marionette they were offering on TV when I was a kid that was like a cuckoo bird or something. Oh my God, I can smell the food cooking. Just for the shot, I'm gonna walk up these stairs. And almost fell down. Okay, Cielito Lindo is open. Now, and the line is going over there. I'm mailing in my M7 on Monday, and they're gonna replace it. I'm using a Hohem X3 right now, which I got for like $51.99. Okay, so I would love to get taquitos, but I am not waiting in that line. I'm so sorry. And there's also Juanitas, which I can get, sorry, for these people. 3 taquitos. I don't want a combination plate because I really Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go in here and order 2 taquitos. Hang tight. Sorry. Alright. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not. I think the line for that place also is here. So I almost cut all those people and got the crap beat out of me. Alright, no taquitos from down here today. Hey! But I'm gonna grab something to eat from somewhere.
Yo que no tengo tiene de cachetadas, pero no, pues eso es bien diaria.
A lovely fountain you can throw some money in.
Steph, are you guys ready?
Oh, I would love a piece of pepperoni pizza. We had... Oh, I made like a grilled sandwich last night for dinner with spinach and cheese and turkey bacon. All right, we're not giving up on the snacks, so here's the deal. Where are we at for time? 1:05. Where's my charge? Is pretty good. The only thing that sucks about this gimbal BD is I can't charge the phone from it. So, Avilo Adobe. This is the oldest house in Los Angeles. I'm sorry. And it's really kind of a cool, thank you so much, layout. That's okay, Joe. I appreciate you being distracted by the stream. I think all houses should be kind of built with this central courtyard. It's amazing. Like you have a little area in the center of the house for nature, or your cart, or your cacti. So we're gonna just blast through this so we don't end up in anybody's tour, if we can. Hello.
So he was mayor for 1 year before he built this house. Wow. So, yeah.
Guess what the population was in 1810?
Of this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard that, but when this house was built for the mayor for only 1 year, there were only 450 residents of Los Angeles at the time. This is their kitchen. Oh, hey Dudley, I own the best gimbal for my needs. I think I use it. Happy birthday, Casey. Like, I'm not gonna sing inside of this house. I won't sing the whole song, just that little line. And I already forgot it, but I will sing happy birthday.
I'm checking here.
The old gimbal is going back and getting replaced by the same gimbal. And honestly, this one I really like, and I'm gonna keep this one too. It's good for like stealthy things because it's little. Like the other one makes people look more. It looks just like this is more selfie stick sized. More discreet. I like a discreet gimbal. So I'll be using this one for the next couple weeks. I almost bought the DJI 7P gimbal. The problem is the most gimbals will hold is 300 grams, because most phones are 300 grams or less. The iPhone Pro Max is 200 and something grams, but I also have a receiver for the microphone, which adds 50 more grams, so it's still just under 300, but I think it causes a slight push forward. I wish we've gotten kicked out of a couple of historical houses, or maybe one. It's fun. That made me walk in the wrong direction. We went to Heritage Square and were able to go into some houses, and then one little guy came rushing over to tell us to not film. I think he might have been delighted. So we're gonna continue to look for a snack, because okay, Casey, happy birthday to you. I just met you. I never sing happy birthday usually, except for to Ozge, but happy birthday, Casey, and many more. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Get in there. Alright, we're gonna head back towards downtown. I am gonna just walk to 7th Street from here, because that is my absolute favorite train station to get off or get on at. Why, you might ask? Oh. Happy birthday, Casey, happy birthday, Casey, that's what you're getting, a happy birthday, Casey. Everybody now. Happy birthday, Ozge, happy birthday, Ozge, happy birthday, Casey, and if it's your birthday, happy birthday too. Alright, that's all the singing I'm gonna do today. No, I think we've got... Sorry, I just got a text message. There is a free museum over there. I think that we're gonna check to see if we can ever walk in and shoot sometime. Okay. This church, Mary? They're having an event over here too. Let's see what's going on over here. It's a absolutely beautiful church. Leo, thank you so much. Ah, Leo, thank you for joining and chatting. The courtyard is slamming full of people. We'll see if we can walk in there. So for those of you who don't know, Union Station, right over there, Chinatown, which used to be Chinatown. Chinatown is actually now over there by that hill. I won't cross the street. I'm kidding. That sounds like a super thanks request. Casey, I've sang happy birthday. I made up a new happy birthday song. You might have to catch me on my Cameo. I'm joking, I don't have a Cameo. It's usually something I reserve for members. But, you know, Casey, we're feeling in good spirits today. Oh, churros. Oh no, taquitos. Okay. They got taquitos right there, and that line doesn't look too long. I don't know if this is an event, but we'll just check it out and skedaddle. We're doing it for Mary. In a beautiful courtyard. Alright, I feel like an intruder. Oh, sorry.
I'll see you guys over there.
They do have a lovely garden on the other side. You know what, I think this is a baptism today, Mary. Actually, I just saw a baby dressed in like baptism clothes. And then somebody else with a baptism picture. What a coincidence. So, approximately 693 early residents of Los Angeles were buried in this cemetery. This memorial garden honors those early residents. I know, I just crashed a baptism. All in the name of content. I think that's got to be the... I should turn that into a short on TikTok. It would go viral. I crashed this baptism. That's my vinyl moment. My viral moment. So also, museum here too, which we saw from the other side. We should find out about coming here, and what it would take to check it out. I feel like Saturday is probably the bad move for that. I can't really talk today. Baptism Crashers. It's going to be Adam Sandler's Netflix movie. Who was in Wedding Crashers? Okay. Those taquitos looked really good. But we're going to find some more. one of the many fantastic things about Los Angeles is that actually sounds like a movie that would be playing in GTA at Mann's Theater. This is our first real hotel in Los Angeles, Pico House, built by Pio Pico, the last Mexican governor of California. This is the same street that we walked down. I'm gonna dip up. It's just a boring block as we cross over the 101. Let's see how the traffic is faring now. Let me just check my charge here. 50%, and yeah, we're good. I will say, totally using iPhone 16 right now. Compared to the battery life on the 14, it's pretty amazing. I'm sure the 17 is also amazing. Alright, still not the day to go north. Also, the reason why this gets a little jacked up is because it merges. I think Mary and I were talking about it last night on the stream. It like merges with another freeway like up over here. And it's a cluster. So I really thank you guys so much for joining today. I am gonna cross the street in a second, get into the shade. And I'm gonna run my members banner to thank my members. Anybody who got a membership today, I will add you to tomorrow's live stream banner. I usually update it just before the live stream. Can't really update it on the go, unfortunately. We will be live streaming tomorrow. I'm not signing off for another probably 40 minutes here. But I'm just mentioning that we'll be live streaming tomorrow. I will go home. There's not really any cool events tomorrow. I've been looking. I'm not sure if we want to do an evening, a late afternoon, or maybe even a morning walk. So for members, when I get home today, I will put up a poll. I will not be live streaming on Monday. We will be next week live streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be out of town on Friday, so we're gonna drop a couple videos while we're out of town and maybe do like a real short, fun check-in live stream, members kind of thing. So we're gonna go camping in the mountains. The last time we were there, I could only send satellite text messages. Fun stuff. Thanks, Joe. But a couple weekends ago, I feel like maybe it was in September, there was like 80s concert, Echo Park Rising, Ciclavia. It was like a banger weekend. I guess it is fall. I mean, that train show was banger. We'll make some shorts of what the sky looks like when you can actually see the stars. We are actually in like the seat of the government part of downtown Los Angeles. So it is really quiet because all the offices are kind of closed. It is, I started at 12, it's 1:13. sorry I made those people wait for the full cycle so I could glamorously take my shot here. I don't regret it. On Fridays, there's like a little farmer's market thing down here. I can't go next Friday, but I think we might try to catch one on Friday. We've walked through here a few times and caught the tail end of it. But it's like a lunchtime farmer's market. I feel like there are a couple of buildings in Los Angeles, or a couple things in Los Angeles that are just so internationally recognizable, even if you don't know exactly what the building is. Los Angeles City Hall, Capitol Records building, and the Hollywood sign, I think, are just three. Hollywood sign isn't really a building, but you get what I'm saying. They're just three internationally recognizable structures in this city. Like I feel like I've seen City Hall in Dragnet or in Superman, and it's so well known that actually what I'm gonna say is really lame and shallow, but when I actually saw it in person, I was like, whoa, I've seen this building so many times. Same thing with the Hollywood sign. Now here's where you're gonna think I'm really stupid. When I saw the Roman Colosseum for the first time, I thought it was small. I feel like that's another building you see a lot. A building I built a diorama of in like 7th or 8th grade. One year I built an aqueduct, a Roman aqueduct, and then another year I built the Colosseum. Hey, Jaywalker. I would love to go to Big Bear also. I would love to, somebody asked us if we ever leave, or Dudley maybe, if we ever go to Santa Barbara. I would really love to do more streams outside of the city, like where we do overnight stuff. I just don't think I'm generating like ad revenue that way. Maybe in a year. But I definitely want to explore more with you guys. But LA is huge, and the train goes a lot of places, and even more places starting today. Like Laverne. And we have all these awesome sister cities like Mumbai and Auckland and Bordeaux and Kaunas, Beirut, Yerevan, Mexico City. I want to visit all of them. Right? With Hotels.com. I think they need to get rid of Kaylee. She's been doing it for too long. I think maybe she's Priceline. I'm just kidding. So this next block is really boring. So we're gonna take a right. We're gonna walk by the LA Times, get some shade. If we can get some shade. Right? This is great. Has Cecilia? Where's Cecilia? I know she had like a tough little couple days. Hope she's doing all right. We always notice when someone's missing. All right. Let's just have a patriotic moment where I'm proud to live in California. So, it's even cooler in the inside, the LA Times building. When there were riots down here, riots, oh my god, I'm sorry, when we were protesting down here, there were no riots in Los Angeles. Well, you know what I'm talking about, there were riots, but a couple months ago when there were protests and some bad actors kind of like smashed this building up a little bit. They had smashed in, I'm sure it's boarded now. It's fenced up, but it's one of those protest videos. They had broken the doors open to the foyer here. And sorry, this is like a really just impressive, you can't walk in anymore, unfortunately. It's just a really impressive, like, entrance to a building. So they broke the door open and there's just like a giant brass globe in there and clocks. It looks like somebody's evil genius lair. We will do a Cal emoji. I hadn't ever thought of that for some reason. It's weird that they moved it to Redondo Beach, though. I mean, I guess a newspaper doesn't print many editions anymore. So really quickly, while I'm standing in the shade and I can see a screen, I do want to shout out members. I'd love to do that a couple times. Thank you so much for your support, making this channel happen. I'm gonna give a little juice up to my phone. So if the sound goes out, let me know. Hold, please. Disconnected. And connected, all right. I think the point is to be exhausted by everything that's going on. Exhausted and tired. I feel like I saw a concert going on in Pershing Square, but maybe that was for tonight. I'm not sure. Joe and I are going to try to actually do something this evening. Fun. Like go out. We'll see. Hey, Kick Rocks. Thank you so much. I kind of used to love jury duty, especially when I worked full time, because it was almost like a vacation, working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I don't know that it gets more normal than that. Right? Like, this is making the Reagan era look pretty soft. There's, I really do try to keep this channel light. There's just so much shit I could say. Or I would love to say, if I had started a different channel. I really should have just crossed like that guy. It actually is really kind of beautiful out today. The breeze is really nice. When there's no breeze, it's a little hot. It's not as humid as it's been for the past couple days, though. It's really nice. And the sky always looks clean after it rains, even though I missed out on all the rain. Whew. Well, let's hope the Lord will guide. Right? We're kind of like a family taking a stroll downtown. Only no one has to push the stroller. Like a Sunday stroll, which I think turned into a Sunday drive. Alright, so we are looking for food truck, taco shop. We might walk through Grand Market. It's probably going to be jam-packed and full. Hey, back in the clay. I've been sneak watching you. Are you still in Japan? Okay, the Bradbury. Is it 2 o'clock? It's 1:27. We're gonna try to go in. It was BD that first dared me to walk into the Bradbury, and I go in every chance. Well, that's not really true. Not every chance. This building is so extra because it's not extra on the outside, it's just extra on the inside. And we're good. Right? You push me to go in. I read that it was open till 2. I see people walking out. I think we can go in. I know that Dudley really wants to visit. So Monday through Friday, Saturday till 2 p.m. and then maybe not today. Or maybe we're gonna go in. Alright. Get him some distance. So the outside kind of belies its those elevators. I wish somebody were going up the elevator. the cord. Okay. And then also just right here, some little glass tiles in the floor. Storage underneath. And you can't even smell the Blue Bottle Coffee Shop from here. Oh, actually, it smells like a bagel. No, so the gimbal did that when I plugged it in because our charge is 40%. You know I hate when the gimbal DIES or unalives or whatever word we want to use. So I plugged it in a little prematurely, as I often do, and the weight of the cord, or the cord actually pulled the gimbal back when I was trying to get a high shot. I need a longer cord maybe. Every day a new experiment. Eventually we'll perfect this. We will perfect this live stream and we'll laugh about sleepy gimbals, bad connections, ladies chasing me with bottles of urine. Just forget about that stuff. All right, we're gonna walk through here. I can already tell it's gonna be crowded. We might need to just walk through the middle. All right, let's see. They have the best cookies here, by the way. The chocolate walnut cookie. I'm not gonna wait in the line for the best cookie though. It is so crowded. It is about 10 degrees hotter in here than it is outside. There's no air conditioning. Everything is just ceiling fans. I'm usually excited to go inside. It's so busy, I saw the signal go down in there. Usually I have no problem. There's Angel's Flight heading up the hill. I love riding Angel's Flight. We would definitely go, but not on a Saturday. It's too crowded, and I always feel like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I don't have any money, I'm so sorry. I always feel like, do I not have any money? I do have $1. I do have one. There you go, of course. You're a hungry person, Joey? Let's dip down back to Broadway through the parking lot here. Mary, you've got to come ride the Angel's flight. It goes from like one nice place to another nice place. We were here a couple Thursdays ago. We took the Angel's flight and got the back seat or the front seat, which I loved. And then at the top there was a really awesome concert. I mean, this whole area was supposed to be for the people of Los Angeles after they totally like destroyed Bunker Hill. Like, it's can be a little soulless and modern, but they try to I got it. They try to pack this area with events. I got to say, it's not the cushiest ride going. I'm gonna cross the street here because shade. No, I wholeheartedly agree. I think I rode the Angel's flight for the first time on the stream. I've walked up the stairs a billion times. I find it surprising that somebody would spit gum out on the ground. No one likes gum stuck to their shoe. Actually, Joe hates the sun more than I do. But it is probably... It's 85 down here. I don't know, I don't like it when people spit at all. I think kind of spitting is gross. I understand you might need to sometimes, but also to spit out your gum. Also, like, if a dog eats gum and it's sugar-free, it could be toxic to them. Okay. Here comes Noor. But on the side of the street I'm on, it's easily like 85. And you can see there's a nice, lovely breeze. I love chewing gum though. I've never spit it out on the ground. Like, I know it's a horrible, like, weird habit to just be smacking on something all the time, but I don't chew gum on the walks anymore because Joe told me that he could hear me chewing gum. I don't believe it. It feels like something from the 50s, like putting gum under your desk or on your lamp post, or no, your bed post. The thing about the sun though is I kind of need that vitamin D to keep me from getting too depressive. I don't know that I mean, I've kind of talked about this before, but I remember when I lived in Massachusetts, I was never a super depressed person, but when you would be bummed out by something, I felt like it would linger for longer because of the lack of sun. Oh, itchy forehead. Sorry. I feel like the 50s and 60s were a rejection of like Art Deco and the type of structures that we're kind of seeing here. I think it's just thoughtless. It's right up there with trying to turn left over a double yellow line and blocking traffic. I kind of wondered that too, because there were a lot of Art Deco gems down here, and we definitely didn't do anything to preserve them, but I think people were looking at these buildings as just a trend rather than us looking at them from a distance. So remember when people had acid wash jeans and they would pull them up really high in the 80s? That looked terrible, but it was in fashion. Maybe that's not a great way to compare an Art Deco building. I don't know. I think they just, in the 50s and 60s, people were looking to cleaner architecture, and those just looked like old-fashioned to them. Hey Jeff, welcome. I don't see taquitos there. Oh, Nightbot, you're too much. We created a Nightbot game, a couple Nightbot games. We sort of played one yesterday. I think I have to double check the timing on them. Also, like, if you ever hear the story about the salt box and the castle, the last two remaining houses on Bunker Hill that mysteriously just caught fire. We don't like saving stuff. I feel like we really just didn't like preserving and saving stuff in Los Angeles, or realize what it would be worth at one point. Because we wanted newer, flashier, bigger everything. Cute little downtown puppies. This is actually, we usually are not often down here on Saturdays. It's pretty busy for a Saturday. History is to be cherished, accurately remembered, I love history. I mean, you know what I mean. I love studying history and knowing about history. Look at all those delicious sandwiches, but no taquitos. Taquitos require a fryer. Oh, something's happening here. People are waiting for a show. My stomach is like collapsing on itself. Did you guys know that Shakira's favorite mobile game is Royal Kingdom? Is it just me, or is everybody getting 1001 Royal Kingdom commercials? It seems like every celebrity of the 90s and early 2000s is playing it. Shakira, the entire cast of Friends, Kevin Hart. Oh my god, did you hit the slot machine? I missed out on the chat for a couple seconds. We do get a lot of lawyer ads. But we get more Royal Kingdom ads than anything. And I don't know if the YouTube ads have become more insidious, but I sometimes find myself watching the whole thing. Knowing that I can hit skip. But instead I watch Lisa Kudrow and Courtney Cox, formerly Courtney Cox Arquette, sitting on a couch talking about Royal Kingdom, or on a plane. Or the worst one is Amy Poehler being a really irritating Royal Kingdom player. And we thank you for getting YouTube Premium. I think we might get YouTube Premium, or like the cheap YouTube Premium. There's a couple ads, and they're for movies. Movies I don't want to watch. Like, the current one I'm getting is The Smasher, the new movie with The Rock in it. Fireworks! Woo! You are a firework. Colorful ones. More colorful ones. Accurate ones. These are the ones that look most realistic. Let's get them up in the sky. Woo! And then chili peppers for today. And hearts. Thank you so much. 100 likes. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, 100 likes. You know what 100 likes is? I consider 100 likes juicy. Very, very, very juicy. I also might consider 100 likes. Let's see if I've got another fun one. I might congrats myself and us. And I might also say, way Yay! Special effects. That's why, definitely juicy. That's why I really don't want to get rid of Prism. It's got all kinds of shit like that. I've been testing out Moblin for a couple days in private. I didn't want to give you another Verizon week. And honestly, I really love Prism. I started testing it because, and I've mentioned this before, I'm not trying to copy anybody, but Roy D. Explora, San Francisco live streamer, I've been talking about going early in the morning all summer. He started going early, but he's streaming with his DJI Mobile 3. And you can do that with Moblin. I just can't get the chat to work properly. Hey, Stutterella! Happy Saturday. I hate to let you down, but I'm almost to my train station, and I did not get taquitos. I feel like King Taco is around here somewhere. Do you think Taco Bell has taquitos? Joe, does Taco Bell have taquitos? This would be the lamest fucking thing if I didn't get taquitos. Good. Let me know if the sound just dipped out, because I plugged in my gimbal. That's my favorite. Well, not my favorite. My favorite is Hope's, but I really love this vertical. We just might need LA Unknown to tell us what it is. I also love this one too. It looks like alien writing. I know. I haven't given up completely on the taquitos. I am. I don't think it would be fun to get taquitos from Taco Bell, because anybody could do that. I just love the Golden Gopher. I bet they have taquitos. This is one of the oldest bars downtown. Right next to the Hotel Lindy. Hotel Lindy is no longer open. Right? I gotta be on a taquito mission. Here, I'm gonna follow this food truck. Where are you going? Is there a Los Burritos down here? I have eaten at the Red Chicks a couple times. I love the Red Chicks. There's something extra special. It's another spicy chicken sandwich, right? But theirs is really good. Also, there's a place called the Best F-Word Chicken Ever on Sunset Boulevard. They're really excellent too. I think the Red Chicks, it was the sandwich was so good, but also the fries were excellent. It's got to be both. Like food from the United Kingdom. I flew British Air once. They gave us crumpets and clotted cream. But I mean, I grew up in New England, so I ate a lot of English food, I think. Shepherd's pie. But not blood sausage. A lot of bangers and mash. I just love Devonshire or clotted cream. It's so good, but you cannot get it here. But a scone with, or a crumpet with clotted cream on it is just... The Whole Foods is off the chain. Also, I used to get this scone mix. It's called Harney and Sons. That was English. I ate a lot of English cookies for sure. Like, I can't remember the brand, but like fruit shrewsberries and something else. I never got to fly in the time of Pan Am or like TWA. It just seemed like people were way better behaved when they were dressed uncomfortably to fly. I feel like once you get in your sweatpants or jeggings or leggings, you're too comfortable. I don't remember Lotus cookies. I do like also a plain scone. They're really, if you ever run across this mix called Harney and Sons, no, it's not Harney and Sons, that's tea. I'm trying to remember the name of the mix. English tea, actually, but the scone mix, you just added water or milk to it. Because if you feed Joe after midnight, he turns into a gremlin. There's our little library. So I'm gonna walk up to 7th. I'm kind of missing out on food talk. It's in like a light yellow box and probably has like a brown Betty on it. What kind of birthday cake did you get? Ooh, I've never had a cheese scone. Is it like a savory or like a Danish cheese scone? That sounds really good. I'm so hungry. Where are my taquitos? I think I would love to see if the robot would deliver some taquitos to me on the corner of 7th and Broadway or whatever street I'm on. Should I try? I now have 2 working iPhones instead of one phone to stream with and one phone that won't turn on properly. I could order from the robot. Oh wait, what's this? Beeria. We've walked by this place tons. Let's see if they have taquitos. Tacos, tacos, tacos. Flautas, French fries. No taquitos. Or at least I don't see a menu. It's just French fries, flautas, which I also love, tacos, which we love, but it's a taquito day. What's a flauta? I said I loved it, but I feel like it's... Is that a taquito also? A different name for a taquito? Alright, let's get flautas. That way we can just sort of end our hunt right here. Also, I've always wanted to come to this truck. It's close enough. I'll put one flauta in my pocket to bring you home, Joseph. I just don't like that they don't have prices on anything. And I'm not going to use Zelle to pay because I don't even have that on my phone. So, I have $11 cash. I think. That's true. I have $10. I gave away $1. Right? It's kind of convincing me to I'm starting to not understand how this works because maybe I'm in the wrong spot. All right. You know, maybe there's something to be said for a long line. Alright. Now the question is, where am I going to eat these? Oh, on the little rail there. And can I get flautas, please? Pastor. Sure. 13? Shoot, never mind, I don't have Zelle. Alright, thank you. Literally. Hey. So the taquitos are $13. They took Zelle or cash. I bought a water on the way here, so I don't have cash. And I actually don't have Zelle for some odd reason. Also, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I feel like when there's not a price listed, it's different for different customers. That's the first thing I feel. And I get that, I've had that experience from going to Europe and getting the menu turistico versus the regular people menu. So I don't think we're down for no taquitos. If I would have had it, I would have paid it. But I don't want to like do anything complicated, like download an app. Actually, I do have Zelle. But don't you have to like open up your Bank of America account to use Zelle? It's not like Venmo. But you also have to open up Venmo as well, I think. I don't know. This isn't just any Taco Bell. This is Taco Bell Cantina. This is a fancy Taco Bell. Actually, I use Zelle all the time. I can't believe I just don't, but it is within my bank account. So, I don't know. Also, maybe secretly I was just like $13. That's highway robbery. You know, I used to have an electric car. I think I told you this. The battery shit the bed. Oh, that's a tiny little baby. The battery shit the bed, and it took like 4 months for it to repair. The Uber cost for that like 3 or 4 months was probably the same cost as the battery. Crazy, huh? Oh, we go to Taco Bell all the time. I have no problem going to Taco Bell either. That is never off our menu. I know, I feel like out of all the fast food restaurants, it's easier to get something sort of healthier there. And they also have a lot of stuff with no meat. And I'm a meat eater, but I love to get I forget what it's called. I love the gordita. I love the Crunch Wrap Supreme. I think we've made that ourselves. I would love some fish and chips with vinegar. All right, we're getting sort of close to Hotel Figueroa. I'm probably going to take a left up here and walk back a little bit. We've got teeny restaurants and probably a few more trucks. Just trying to get in the shade. Yeah, the bean chalupas. What's the thing with the like, there's something they have with like the taco is kind of puffy. Is that a chalupa? I love that puffy taco thing. But also like the Crunch Wrap Supreme, where it's like 2 crispy tortillas and a bunch of crap wrapped up in a flour tortilla. We've made that at home, and it's probably a little bit better, but I love that. Also, for some reason, the potato tacos. The potato taco absolutely has no flavor. Del Taco is confusing. So they have like burgers and fries and then taco stuff. I've only ever gotten fries and maybe a burger from there. Hey, Drake. Yeah, I think the biggest fear down here are cars. The only fish tacos I've ever had besides The fish tacos we ate on live stream were from Wahoo's Fish Tacos. So Long John Silver's, which I think maybe if you eat them in the restaurant, they're great, but we got them delivered and kind of greasy, but Wahoo's Fish Tacos were so good. I don't even know if they exist anymore. Yeah, they also have the crinkle cut fries too, which I don't know. I'm not a crinkle cut person. I'm gonna stand in the shade. I'm gonna go over a couple more blocks. If for some reason I don't get taquitos on this stream, I will get them on a stream. We don't have any solid plans for tomorrow's stream, like where we're gonna go, so because literally there's not much happening in LA. I don't know if I've never been to Red Lobster or Olive Garden, and I kind of feel like most of the Red Lobsters closed, and when I heard that I kind of lamented. I hate seafood, but I love lobster. And I love stuff that's fried. So Del Taco is kind of like I feel like a combination restaurant. Kind of like Jollibee having spaghetti. Although the spaghetti is like a Filipino dish. Did one of your lobsters get bought by John Oliver? There was an episode of the last week tonight with John Oliver where he bought like the equipment from a Red Lobster. Abbott Kinney Records, hello! Happy Saturday. Jersey Mike subs. Alright. So we already walked down 7th. No taquitos, just the truck. I'm gonna walk up a block this time and see if we run into... I feel like there are usually trucks down here somewhere. Like... Six and Grand. I love Pinche's tacos. Alright. I used to go to Pinche's in Culver City all the time. So we're at 7th. I'm walking. I don't know why I just did that. I gotta walk towards 6th. Alright. I never start my watch, ever. I'm so stupid. So all it shows me is the amount of calories I burned, which aren't many. I think it's lying. So 6th, one more block, Grand, left. Pinches. We're checking it out. So Wilshire. My phone definitely counts steps. So, but I've already walked like a quarter mile, maybe a mile and a half to start the walk and to walk dogs. So, don't share my data. I have done 10,599 steps today. So I probably walked, just updated, 11,518 steps. My monthly average, 18,740 steps. It's a lot of steps. My 6-month average, 19,074 steps. On the year, I really want to make it to 20,000. On the year, 18,559. I think a couple months ago, I was at, my regular was like 9,500 steps a day. I've definitely pumped it up. It's absolutely free exercise. It benefits me mentally. Now that I'm live streaming, I don't just talk to myself. I get to walk with a whole community of people. I doubt it, Tony. I hope I can find something good for you. I really want to find taquitos. So here we're at 6th. We're going left. Pinches is a chain of taco places. They got a couple tacos. They make really good tacos, actually. I used to eat them for lunch a lot. I definitely want to visit the valley, for sure. And I definitely want to visit the valley because I kind of love it. It's legendary. It is as much part of Los Angeles as this side of the city is. It's just a little hot in the summer for me. I crammed in Pasadena right before before the summer kicked in. Pasadena is also just kind of starting to type Pasadena. Pinches. Whoops, I wrote paunched. Pinches. Tacos. 400 feet.
If you won't get and so fast, it's always to fuck you.
Remember there were a couple chains. There were like Sharky's, Poquito Mas, and Chipotle, and I feel like only Chipotle lasted. Oh, and then someone's fresh mix. Rubio's fresh mix. So we're at Flower. Oh, Baja Fresh. I used to go to Baja Fresh a lot. I can't believe I forgot about that one. Baja Fresh and Sharky's. When I worked in Beverly Hills, there was both of those restaurants there. Baja Fresh. I can't remember which one I preferred. Am I walking the wrong direction? I would be. All right, I actually started walking in the wrong direction. Every once in a while I'll do that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, I have now got to switch back to plugging in my camera because it's at 20%. We just want to make sure that we... Taquitos. I know I went the wrong way. I'm across the street though. Woo! I think I really would love to be able to remember to start my watch. Going back to that. It probably does. Sorry I missed your question earlier, Dudley. Oh, thanks, CC. We love you being here. On the great taquito hunt of 2025. I never saw Malibu's Most Wanted. All right, here we go. 6th and Grand. We were only 400 or 500 feet away from Pinches, and I walked the other direction. Can I make it in 6 seconds? Yeah, because we're at a dead end. It's coming up, that Milano Laughs building. There it is, Pinches Tacos. Usually has a very pink sign. The most awesome thing is there's no one waiting outside. Oh, CC Bloom from Beaches. Beaches was a sad movie. No, Pinches is not open. That I didn't look up when I looked for the directions. But here we are at the Milano Lofts anyway. Let's go down Grand Avenue for a block. I will probably go back to the train station unless we see a taco truck. So know these two things. We're getting taquitos. It will probably be tomorrow. We'll be with Joe, so he'll force me to get taquitos. I kind of love Bette Midler. One of my favorite stories is sometime in the 80s, I made a new friend at school, and their parents, like, I don't remember it's a long time ago. Their parents either gave us a ride home or gave us a ride to something where we're in the car for a while. And we were like all talking and being kids, and then The Rose came on, and the mother went, shh, and the whole family sang The Rose by Bette Midler. It was the weirdest thing I remember. So, no taquitos today. We did see some model trains and got to go into the restaurant in Union Station, which is never open. And also, we got to go to Plaza Olvera and see a thriving Saturday. Oh, it was so busy we wouldn't wait in line for taquitos. So I really wish Osgay, I'm gonna take a right and it's my train station over here. I really wish Osgay a happy 21st birthday. Casey, happy birthday also. Thank you guys for joining today. We'll be live streaming tomorrow. I'm going to put up a poll for what time we could do a walkabout, in the morning or in the afternoon, or we'll let you decide. So I'm back at Chipotle that does not have taquitos. So thank you guys so much for joining. If it was your first time here, please let the algorithm know that we exist, and maybe like, subscribe, and chat, or do one of those hype things, whatever they may be. I am going to sign off up here and then hop on the train and then go home, and also disappointed in not having any taquitos. If I find some on my way home, I will start up a live stream, get them, and eat them right there. It's a possibility. Thank you guys for the wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much, Mary. Osgay, we send you lots of hearts for your birthday. Fireworks. And then just thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna check out right here. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.